What is good? Let's see. Currently, we don't have anyone of yet, but let us just get. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes because there might be some people that I did see a lot of people were sharing links and things. Let's see. Eh, yeah, just trying to get things sorted out here. Give it a couple of minutes, maybe for some people to arrive. I'm just trying to get as many people into the give it a couple of seconds. But today's agenda we've got going. We've got Chris Tyson, that whole drama. We've got Doug Mastriano, and we have potential other topics to handle. So we're gonna give it a couple minutes because just as yesterday, there's appears to be no one here. As of yet, that could change. Let me check over on YouTube. Probably a lot of people because I see Heel versus Babyface is alive, and Eric July is. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to move the time because I'm still in school. I still got classes. Well, I'm in college, really. So All right. I guess then let's get on with the stream. So, and someone in comment below, share video. So, we are talking about Chris Tyson, and if you don't know who that is, he's worked for Mr. Beast. He's been one of Mr. Beast's close friends, and recently it came out that he was going through he was taking. I'll just get it up for you. So I had this up. So share. So he had HRT, which I guess is hormonal therapy, and so this is before. And I didn't know this, but he has a child. He has a young child. I heard that he has two. You can confirm that in the comments, but apparently he had a child. So he went from here's from Ollie Lund. YouTuber Chris Tyson went from a masculine family man with a 2-year-old son to transgender and pumped full of Austrian hormones, all in the space of a few months. Chris, from YouTube's biggest channel, Mr. Beast, decided to begin transition 2 months ago and start HRT hormone. So if he was just some single guy, he didn't have kids, didn't have a wife, I'd be like, all right, do what you want. But it's different when you've got a family. You're putting so much stress, and look at. So I'm not sure if this is true but according to this account, and this looks like it's from Snapchat, apparently Chris Tyson is already grooming his son. And apparently he's getting him to wear high heels, just sick stuff. And I know there was some alleged, and I say Ed, because what appears to have happened is that, hang on a second, is that there's apparently some leaked DMs and they turn out to be fake, according to Keemstar. But you're gonna have to verify it yourself, because I don't want to end up saying something and being wrong. And people, like lots of Muslims on Twitter, are going back and are claiming Islamophobic rhetoric, which I didn't know who Chris Tyson was before, but apparently he's got a lot of he used to be very edgy, is what I can tell. And a lot of devout Christians, a lot of devout Muslims are very unhappy. And, I wouldn't say that I am against it. I think most people would say that they're not necessarily against it. They'll do what you want, just leave it out. But the problem is he's got a kid. He's got a family, this guy. This is absolutely disgusting and traumatizing. And Chris, I know you're probably not going to watch this. I'm not significant to you, but dude, please think of your child. I'm going to look up. I don't know. I remember hearing somewhere that he had 2 kids, but that could be wrong. And you've got this account, which appears to be well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's clearly a Messi account. They've got a photo of Messi, Arsenal. They've got the Argentine. They're probably from Argentina. Nothing against them, honestly. And he actually says, kick out Chris Tyson or I'll have to unsubscribe, which that, I mean, people in Argentina are probably, you talk about devout Catholic, and this goes back to a lot of things. You see a lot of the more devout, you see a lot of Hispanics who are devout Catholics and Muslims who are obviously devout Muslim. They practice the Islamic faith. You see a lot of them are coming together in recently. You saw this during the 2022 midterms, and during that summer, lots of Christians and Muslims would come to these school council board meetings and would protest. But like, what? You see this. I think this is a Stan account, but like, what could actually, and I know, and the Stan account, this person, Chris Tyson, coming out as trans 2 months before Pride Month, and just Vince McMahon with some. Oh, that is hilarious. And you got talking about his past tweet. Diamond Day or something, or did roast. I probably shouldn't laugh because poor. And this goes back to the. Oh. What happened to this guy? What happened? A lot of Muslims are offended. Like any Muslims who end up watching this, if you want to do a further discussion on this, like there's some good accounts which are base Islamic faith accounts. They teach Islam. Like I'm usually not subscribed to them. I'm subscribed to Christian ones because I'm a Christian. Like there's good Pastor Isaiah Salvador on YouTube, who has spoken out against the woke agenda and spoken out how demonic it is. You've got people in the LGBTQ movement speaking about how evil this is. Like, you're doing this to children. It's one thing if man wants to, who's single, is trying to or something, and there's this guy who goes by the tag name Vintage Vanish, who's joking about being in a lawsuit with Chris. Oh my god, this is. Like, I'm not sure if I mentioned any of this yesterday. Oh my god, what the hell? I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I don't think I want you to see any of that. Man, though. It's kind of tragic. And I know there's going to be like, oh, Jared, you're just a transphobe. Sorry. I go to school with some people who, at least one person who considers themselves trans, don't have a problem. My problem is when you start to push that stuff on the children who have no idea of what they're doing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Can, if there's anyone in the comments, please let me know what you think. Yeah. Like, people are just saying, oh, what's your problem? My problem is he's got kids. This is going to affect, he's got a kid. And allegedly from some photos, I'm not sure if they're real or not. I hope to God they're not real. But, and another thing I'm going to get into in a bit, because we're still on this topic, is the fact that Mr. Beast, he was asked up on this, and like, okay, I like Mr. Beast. I like what he does. Problem is, he's kind of a paid shill of YouTube. And this isn't supposed to discredit all of the good work he's done, all of the amazing things he's done for charity, all of the great work, like all the videos where he gives away thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands. I mean, what motivates somebody to do this? And there were some photos of because Mr. Beast actually spoke on it. Let me see. Let me see. And then there's a clip from Sneeko who, all right, I have mixed feeling. On one hand, he is pretty base, but on the other, he's kind of wrecked. As I guess you can say, I guess I could compare him. This is going to sound kind of quirky, and if Sneeko's watching, no offense, but guess he's kind of like Anakin was in the prequels. Rash and arrogant, but well-meaning. I'll just put that. Like, I've seen videos from Moist Critical, Turkey Tom, about, and yeah, I've seen some stuff, but I've also seen good thing. He actually, so apparently Sneeko used to know Chris Tyson. I'm going to say as I get it up. Oh, I'm getting lots of notifications. Oh, got a signal boost by Lacosmus Prime on Twitter. Or if you're watching this stream after, or if you've reverted to this point, please go sub to my boy Lacosmus. Please. Great dude. Oh my god, no. Oh man, Twitter is at times brutal. They're like the hyenas in the Lion King. They're just oh no. What is this? Oh, I'm not sure. All right, let me actually get because there was a photo earlier that I found of Mr. Beast allegedly talking about it. And he was putting like L plus ratio. I'm not sure if this is real because you can fake these tweets. You can fake these tweets, so I'm not or if they're real. Oh my god. Apparently he was supposed to make an apology because people came out after him. Just a clown world. Like, Twitter is such a toxic place. Oh my god. Where is it though? Because there was a tweet up by Mr. Beast himself. There was a tweet by Jimmy himself. Well, not Jimmy, but there was a compilation of tweets, some of which were Jimmy's. Like, just so much satanic pornography being pushed on the children. And we really do live in Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, I have to share this. This is just so funny. Oh my god. Holy crap. That is funny. Let's see, because when I was looking for a photo for the thumbnail for my crappy low-grade thumbnail because I don't want to pay for Photoshop. Where's the photo? Was it deleted? Can I just not find it? Here, let me try something different. Because and there's an Keemstar, which he posted an L. Keemstar, I'll admit, Keemstar had an L. Keemstar had an L with, it's like, alright, let me get, alright, here. So, Keem writes, Chris from East Feast becoming trans has got a lot more hate than I've seen online in a very long time. Millions and millions of views just hating. People online have to stop this harassment, especially the comments about his wife and kids. You are not Chris. This decision is a decision. Well, first off, and you seem to mention, and so, Keem, you clearly are familiar with what the woke agenda has been doing. They've been trying to target children, and now his child could be screw up. I'm not going to say that because he could turn out to be good. He could turn out not to be, but you look at some of these people who do end up coming from background, trying to get my words right. Look, you can't, you just can't do that to a kid. You've got to be a father figure. So this is an L, and this also. So guess this is World War I or II. I'm going to say World War II because of the helmets. I think these version of the Brody helmet, I could be wrong, were more in line with the Second World War than the First, but just this is bigger than politics. This is because this is about our children. Do not push trans agenda on children. You are disgusting if you do it. You are a pedophile. Do not sexualize children. Remember what Jesus said to those who harm the little ones. It's better that they have a millstone tied around their neck and them being swung to the ocean. So you know about Pinochet. I'm sure people know about Pinochet's helicopters. Augusto Pinochet, the junta leader of Chile, how he would fly them. Well, Argentina did something similar where they flew people out to the Atlantic on jumbo jets and tossed them out. I say we take a bit of what Argentina did and what some of Jesus said. Load up plane full of these child abusers. And I probably should stop talking before I say something, but I think bada bing, bada boom, you know what I'm saying. And give them a bit of the helicopter. a bit of the Pinochet helicopter tour treatment because I don't want them around. I don't. They are disgusting. And let me get the sneak clip. Let me skip because he in this clip he does use the N word. You know, if it would load, but let's see. Let me the clip from because I don't want to get hit. I know Jeremy played this on CobraCast on Friday, and he had to bleep it out. Oh man, his CobraCast was wild last night. Oh man, I would like to get Jeremy Griggs on actually one of these days. And who's that in comment below? I'm not sure if you're because I'm only using the free version. I'd like to get us on Rumble as well eventually. Maybe what I'll do is I'll upload the feeds of these to Rumble because I'm not allowed. It's only letting me stream from one play. So let's get this Nico clip if it would load because it's. I hate when it does this. I actually yeah, I just saw word in his chat. Oh, this is so frustrating. Load. Refresh. It's like yeah. All right. I got the clip. And I forgot I was sharing. I forgot to share. All right. Share. Swig of art for the working man. I'm really going to be Jeremy 2.0. I ain't from Alabama, though. Jersey. Give this another couple minutes. Hang on, I might have to. It's frustrating. It really is. Fix it, Elon. Fix it. Fix this, Elon.
From Mr.
I'm just going to mute this for now.
What the fuck? The people that are encouraging this, they think that they're doing the right thing. They're all brainwashed. Even Mr. Beast thinks that he's doing the right thing by supporting his friend Chris. Brainwashed. If you really cared, you would not encourage his delusion now. You would look at the long term and see that this is something that he's doing because he is brainwashed by social media, because he's living in the West where this is pushed by a bunch of garbage. If you were really his friend right now, you would hear what I'm saying, because someone's going to clip this and send it to him. You would tell him you've made the wrong decision. Transgenderism is a legitimate mental illness. Believing that you're something that you're not. You say anorexia is a mental illness, and it's believing that you're a different body weight. How is it not a mental illness to think that you're a different gender? Multiple personality disorder, there's they, thems. I believe I'm two genders at the same time. Mental illness. We need to start saying that. People who know the truth know that, but they don't want to face the scrutiny of everybody saying, but that's transphobic. Fine. I have a phobia of my son growing up with two mommies and one half mommy thing running around. I think you should be scared of that. Chris.
So he's right. I mean, say what you want. He is absolutely, positively, 100% right about this whole situation. And the reason I'm going on for so long about this is because it's really important that we bring this up. It is excessively important. Remember, we're talking about I'm sure that people who are going to watch this after, a lot of them are probably fathers, mothers, they've got kids, okay? You don't want to put your kid in this situation. I'm sure when I end up having kids, which I definitely plan on I'm not going to want to have them in this situation. It's disgusting. Like, absolutely sickening. I think we should move on to our next topic, which is Doug Mastriano. Yes, the Doug Mastriano who ran for governor of Pennsylvania in 2022. Honestly, I think he probably won. He had the election stolen. And that's another point. A lot of people are like, oh, is he going? And well, depends. That really depends, because we know what happened the previous two federal elections for the Senate and governorship in 2022 and the presidential election in 2020. In 2020, I remember on election, right, Trump was destined to win Pennsylvania if they had it tilted pink, but they just wouldn't call it. Like, dude, what are you doing? Call Pennsylvania. Call it. But nope, they waited several days, and all of a sudden guess what? Oh, Biden just won. No, don't question it. Don't question it. He totally won. He's super nice. Please, see. That's probably going to get clipped later. Oh, well. If it doesn't get clipped, I'll make sure it gets clipped. Let's bring this up. Let's see. How are we doing? We've had one person pop in and out. Maybe it's the same person. Maybe it's different. Let's see. See, my boy MAGA Catholic tweeted a couple, like 16 hours ago it was, but let me share screen. And another thing, sorry I didn't go live last night. I was just too tired, but all right. If the Simps don't want Doug Mastriano, then I'm all in for him. And let's see. Let's see. And also, I think he has a chance. I think he can, and most of his tweets that he tweets out are just of him posting about the fallen. So I'm not sure. I think this might have been a couple days ago. Somewhere that I heard that he had decided to run for here. Let's see. It's my tweet. Oh. Looks like because his challenger, and I'm not sure, is Bob Casey the incumbent because he has a D? Is he the incumbent Democrat, or is he also running? Like, I'm hoping that he. Fortunately, most of this stuff I'm looking at is of this, but problem is, we know what Democrats do, especially in Pennsylvania. Honestly, they've captured that state. There's some people, like, I've seen people say there is no chance. Mastriano, I think, has a good chance. However, we've got to be diligent. Democrats want to play dirty. They are into playing dirty. we might, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to use their tactics against them, which I don't want to, but if it's going to end up helping, we can, it brings up so many complicated precedents and problems. Yeah. Along with that, there's New Jersey, which I've seen the New Jersey GOP gangs gaining lots of steam. The MAGA movement in New Jersey got Mike Crest. It was his birthday yesterday. In my district, there is. Let me get her up. So, see. Let's see. Goals appeal. Let's see. Shirley Marie. Shirley. Kusahif. I don't think I'm saying that right. She's running for Senate in New Jersey, and I'm going to be working with the MAGA movement in New Jersey. And I don't say GOP because the GOP sucks. They are full of hills and hacks that just want to see I get so frustrated when I hear people on Twitter say we've got to go back to the old GOP that had electable candidates with calm and cool heads. And we're willing to be bipartisan. Like, the Democrats are not willing. What are you talking about? And technically, it's kind of our fault because we decide, poor Lindsay. Great. This is really what we can't have these Bushite DeSantis. DeSantis is dead to me. DeSantis stabbed everyone in the back. He portrayed himself as this America First candidate. Portrayed himself as someone who was going to fight the woke. Look at what happened. Disney got him. We need more candidates like Mastriano who are America First. We need more people like Mike Crespi, El Rizzo, Matt Gaetz, Laura Loomer. I could go on and on. Carrie Lake. We need these candidates. But instead, the GOP neocon establishment and the rhinos say, no, we need more moderate candidates. Fuck that. Fuck being moderate. You know what? I'm going to say it. when the media and when the establishment say, "Oh, you should support this candidate," most likely they're kitty diddler. They want to screw children. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm probably gonna say. And people talk about the Democrats. I mean, look at the Republicans. They're also that way. The Republicans are definitely that way. You just suck so much. Because you'll just think, I just am glad because Trump looks to be on the path. So I want to have a panel. I want to get people like MAGA Catholic on. I want to get Red Eagle Politics. I want to get D-Day Cobra. Heck, I'll get Roger Stone. I'll get Laura Loomer on. We do a panel outlining our strategy because we cannot have any of these shill candidates. They will not any of the. And we've also got to be better at vetting candidates. And this could also be on Trump because a lot of the candidate Trump endorses are really good. However, he endorsed Dr. Oz. Probably not the best decision. But I think it pales in comparison to DeSantis. If Trump saw what DeSantis would do in the future, what would happen, he would have endorsed Adam Putnam because Adam Putnam, from what I've seen, was popular. He was leading the polls. Putnam probably could be Gillum without the Trump endorsement. I mean, it probably would have been still close because Gillum was popular before they found out that he was a crack addict. Yeah, I know. Oh, that I'm saying stuff that I shouldn't be saying. I'm not even monetized. I don't even expect to. If I need to move to Rumble and get some Rumble, then so be it. Well, I just saw something, but as I was saying, I lost my thought. Fired up right now. I'm fired up. See, I used to watch a lot of Gutfeld. Do not watch a lot of Fox. Although tonight I will watch because Tucker Carlson is interviewing Donald Trump. That's going to be amazing. Tomorrow when I go live, that's what we're going to be covering. We're going to be covering the Trump Tucker interview tomorrow. And I'm just checking around. Yeah. This post was about Disney adults. Some of the most cringiest humans alive, Disney adults. And you know what? I'm going to get attacked. You know, when I get bigger, people are going to come at me. All right, we got some updates on the Keemstar uploaded something. Well, he tweeted out and then retweeted this. So let me share a screen. Nope. Chris versus Sneak. So this is from Chris. What Peel actually want when Peel say, I miss Chris old style. Then somebody, Daffy, you're free now. We want the old you back. Sorry, I can't be the true alpha male you need, like your cuckler Sneeko. And so then Sneeko. Sneeko, we are praying for you, Chris. I hope you realize how much impact decisions are having on the youth. This is not the right path. Love speech. Booyah. And this was from today, actually. Let me see if I can get the tweet up. Because so and I think this was actually whether he's genuine or not, message is pretty good. I don't want to check the comments. The comments are cancer. Do not want to do that. But so that's interesting. And I'm not sure. So we've gotten a lot of the Mastriano stuff. We got the Chris Tyson stuff. So I guess what else I can do is guess we can talk about whatever. Yeah. What the heck did you just retweet, Razor? What the heck? Okay, I think that's enough. Looks like I'm going to cry right now. I'm not showing it. Justin J. Pearson. He's this guy who tries to be like Dr. King. He has the law. Let me show you this up. Let me bring this up because I can at least show this.
Running Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Bowdoin Democrats to the Bowdoin Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
It seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But oh, that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But oh, we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes.
Justin J. Pearson. And
So, trying to, like, Dr. King, like, oh, these people, oh, we don't want this, we want your balls off. We want to cut your balls off. Like, they don't want, you realize the real reason why they want the guns. They want to get to you so they can get to your children. That's the big picture. Trump and the guns are in the way of the pedos. You know what? I'm not holding back anymore. These are satanic pedophiles from the depths of hell. These people are evil, sick. They want your children. They want to indoctrinate them in sexual ideology. They are evil. They are terrible, and they don't belong in our society, and we should put them back in the mental institution where they belong. That's why they want the guns. That's why they want to get to Trump. Because they want to get to you first, so then they can get to your children so they can do whatever they want to them. And if you don't believe me, then you're part of the problem. You are part of the gosh darn problem. But anyway. Disgusting. These are some of the most disgusting, degenerate people. If people don't want to believe me, I'm done. You are part of the problem. If you say, oh, no, they're not going. Like, see way too many of these moderate stands on here. Both Republican and Democrats say, no, there's no agenda against children. We just want to be nice to everyone. We just want to teach tolerance, inclusion, and niceness. No, you don't. No, you don't. Me. And you see, DeSantis, there's a law going through the floor that could go through the Florida legislature, which would prevent the flight records of any government official in Florida from being leaked. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe you just weren't at Guantanamo DeSantis. Maybe you were at the other island, yeah, where the Disney cruises would go. Yeah. Now I'm starting to think all that DeSantis Disney stuff was theater. Now I'm starting to think that was all theater. I mean, it would seem likely. It kind of seemed like it. I'm really starting to think that was theater just to prop up DeSantis. Hey, oh man. Yeah. Meatballs. Yeah, Meatball Ron's really showed himself. He's literally he's no sir. He's a rhino. He is a literal rhino. And I'd like to have Laura Loomer on sometime. I actually have had interaction with her on Twitter. I'd like to have her on. So I guess this is our topic. I wasn't sure if we were going to talk about the Mario movie or Russia, Ukraine, or maybe pitch an idea. Because if you've seen, I've been posting a lot about that movie Balto from the 90s. Remember? All you 90s and early 2000 kids remember the Balto film? Yeah, but I think we should get more into this thing because it makes kind of makes sense, don't you think? DeSantis, the whole DeSantis Disney thing. They got a weak leader in the form of Chapek, who is literally the embodiment of a cock. I probably was told to stand up, the star. It was all kabuki theater. It was all kabuki theater. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, no, DeSantis and the DeSantis Disney thing was totally legitimate, like the election." Yeah, it was just theater. It was just meant to prop up Ron. It was, which I think that makes it worse actually, because it makes it worse because he had never had intention of doing anything for the kids. He never. And you know what? He should. I've also heard stuff about how he's involved with Torcha Gitmo, DeSantis. Yeah. So, does anyone Any of the simp want to come and debate me? Because you are going to get destroyed, losers. Yeah. Yeah, DeSantis is really. He is a He is an absolute rhino neocon. If you don't want to believe me, fine, go ahead. Don't believe me. I just want you to look at the evidence, look at the facts yourself. Trump's not playing it. The conservatives aren't. The establishment, the New World Order are playing this 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever D chess. To all those cute you bought into or still believing, please do yourself a favor and just do that. Just find the hard hands and you got and whack your brain back into place. Then we can talk. I guess same to the DeSantis Sims and the liberals. Just go get something really hard and just smack there. And this is not violence. This is just you trying to get your brain back into place so you can think properly. Because clearly your brain has been detached. Yeah, I'm really disappointed by Ron DeSantis and Jeba Ellis, who has been shilling. Alex Berkowitz. I don't know how you say his name. He posted something. Let me get. Yeah, I'm really thinking ambitious, like wanting to think about getting.
Topic too, how like I guess DeSantis first, the former president. Like, what did you think about what he said?
Dude, I thought again, I saw the flip flop on Ukraine where it was like he tried sort of taking the Trump approach, like maybe war bad, and then like the donors. Dude, there's a difference.
So what did he say? He was against it first.
He was against it. He sort of took a weak Trump stance on it, and then he was like, "Well, we must stop it. Putin is an evil dictator." It's like, holy shit, your donors got to you. Like, and that's the difference. Like, that's what's good about Trump, and perhaps that's what's good about even if Trump, in 24. Trump is like a lame duck, can just go in and break all that shit up. You're not trying to get reelected again. You can just do everything that you need to do. And that's the difference, sort of being beholden to your donors, being beholden to the establishment class, the Paul Ryans. Like, this is great. Like, he literally was like, well, I'm not so worried about that's not a big concern. You mean the weaponization of our government against its citizens on stuff that literally every person who's looking at it objectively, including many on the left, they're like, holy shit, this is scary and bullshit. It's not really a big issue.
You're talking about the case against Trump.
I'm talking about the DeSantis sort of lack of comment on it, right?
Right.
Like, really? Like, you mean, like, to me, as a conservative, as a Republican, as someone who's been in those crosshairs, like, that's probably one of like the biggest issues we face as a country. You see Matt Taibbi, the guy who's the reporter who broke all the Twitter files about what happened during the election before. Like yesterday, he testified before the weaponization of Congress committee, Jim Jordan and those guys. And like the day he does that, the IRS goes and raids his home. Like we still think that's a coincidence. Like I don't believe in coincidence anymore. So if you can't call out like literally the weaponization of governmental institutions against your citizens, come on, guys.
So DeSantis has like big donors, like the former president's donors. Was that all just raised by like individuals?
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff?
no, you have big donors
there?
on all sides, but we did a big, we had probably the greatest small dollar donor campaign in the history of America, right? Blue collar Americans, like $33 average kind of donation. And you can see, you just look up the stats, right? The people donating to the other side, this guy's worth $9.12 billion. You know what? They want a president when they call, picks up the damn phone. When they say jump, they jump because you need that check. You need that lifeline, right?
It's fucking crazy,
and so
man.
you see that, like with the donor class, make no mistake, guys, like the donor class, even in Republican, sort of, they don't have the same viewpoint as like the blue collar sort of, let's call them MAGA Republicans, right? They're gonna be tough on China, but not if it costs me an extra cent in my widget. You know what I mean? These sorts of things. There's a lot of hypocrisy there. So they know Trump doesn't really need them. Trump doesn't sort of look the same way. And DeSantis, who's a career politician, like guess what? He needs that money, and guess what? He needs that money again to further the goal and again. And so he's got to act when they say jump, he says how high. And that's the nature of politics. It's why they went after Trump so hard, in my opinion, because they don't want other people who don't need them in power.
Of course.
Right? They don't want that. They want to show an example. Like, this is what happens. Like, you have a good life. You're a fucking billionaire. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like, do you really want this shit? Because we're coming after you too.
Well, that's
right. And so when you see that weaponization and you're not willing to call it out, guess what? Like, they'll do it to him. If DeSantis ever becomes the guy, or any other Republican ever becomes the guy, like, it's easy when you're trying to pit someone against Trump, because they'll do whatever they can to help you so you can take out Trump. When you're the guy, that's a whole different world. That's a whole different story. And if that's the way you're going to handle it when they're doing it, generally speaking, how are you going to do when you're in the big show?
Yeah, that's crazy, because he obviously is doing a good job with Florida and the way he handled COVID. I liked, but it is interesting now when I saw you say that, he just has a bunch of big donors and he might be sold to them.
Yeah, when Paul Ryan's going out and endorsing, and Jeff Rowe comes and runs his super PAC, and Karl Rove.
Yeah. Literally, really hurts with DeSantis, because we all were like, when he was going after Jay, he's actually doing something for once. It was just kabuki theater. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but it's National Pets Day. So let's get that. So, please. I got retweeted by GMChrano.net, which is a fan account. This is my dog, Luke. He has his own Twitter. And I've got also one for my previous dog, Blackie. Go follow those. Although they don't post that much. I mean, one's a puppy who just wants to play, and the other's a literal dead. So, I mean, they'll tweet. Oh, just got to encourage them, and perhaps they'll send you a tweet. So yeah, seems. Some of this stuff I can't even. So true. Hang on a second. Sorry, I just had to sort something out over my housing for next semester at school. Like, it's a whole silly process. Really stupid. Just checking. Stuff's picking up in the Russia-Ukraine war. I'm not sure if I want to talk about. Oh, then there's Tim Pool had a terrible take on the Mario movie. I don't know, maybe I'd rather talk about that later. I'd like to bring I think obviously these streams will be much longer when I have more people coming in super chats. I think I'm going to end it here. So thank those of you who did come into the stream. I want to say have a blessed rest of your day. God bless you, and God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, have a blessed day. Hope this works.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.